Hi guys, Linjani Muri say kwese kwa muri. My name is Samantha Sibanda and welcome to this episode of Disability News. This is a Disability News roundup of updates brought to you by Creative Thinker, Signs of Hope and Endless Possibilities. I hope today you enjoy the episode, guys. We are mostly talking about the 16 Days of Activism against GBV and also about the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. So these events, they kind of just anongo pindana. So yeah, and I guess that this is the right time to just talk about it. The 16 Days of Activism against GBV is commemorated annually from the 10th of November from the 25th of November up to the 10th of December. This is also the International Day for Human Rights. So yeah, and the IDBT is commemorated on the 3rd of December. So these days, so yeah, we will be commemorating these days at the same time. So the 16 Days of Activism against GBV from the 25th to the 10th of December, we'll be talking about uniting and ending or activism to end the violence against women and girls. So as you may know, according to ADD UK, the girls with disabilities face up to 10 times more GBV compared to non-disabled women. So yeah, I think this is understandable, seeing as to there are no statistics that are recorded on GBV against disabled women and girls. And also it becomes so difficult for women and girls with disabilities to record their cases or to report at the police station. Number one, because of lack of access to information, and also the accessibility that we find. For example, in police station, there will be no sign language. And also some need a support person to go and report their cases. So yeah, it's been quite a difficult journey for women and girls. We commend the Spotlight Initiative in Zimbabwe, who, by the way, got an award for being the best team in implementing the Spotlight Initiative activities. So yeah, there are efforts that have been done to kind of, raise awareness about GBV, to ensure that women and girls with disabilities have got, access to that kind of information, and their communities are well aware. NASCO, Disabled Women Support Organization, and also the Deaf Women Included are some organizations of people with disabilities that have been working on the Spotlight Initiative to ensure that women and girls with disabilities get this information. And moving on to the International Day for Persons with Disabilities. As I said earlier, it's commemorated worldwide on the 3rd of December, so that we make a final push on activism on the rights of people with disabilities. And this year really it's going to be about innovation and the role of innovation in making the world accessible and equitable, for everybody. I think we know on the UNCRPD we normally talk about reasonable accommodations. We talk about things that make persons with disabilities access the world digitally and even physically. So I think the focus on this year is to drive innovation, making sure that even the digital spaces, technology is innovative to make sure people with disabilities access things more. I want to commend Twitter and for putting the alt text in their application, so that people who are blind can actually make sure what kind of diagrams are being sent or what type of images are there, so people can use that alt text. And I've seen that Zoom has also introduced sign languages and closed captions. So I'm really looking forward to this, guys. In Zimbabwe, the Working Group on Disability Inclusion has also pushed as well to make sure that financial services are inclusive to people with disabilities through the national budget. So I think that we'll hear what the Ministry of Finance has got to say about this when the budget is announced. So yeah, and I think for today, these are the updates that we've got. Make sure that you join these commemorations, and make sure you contact us and tell us how you've been commemorating these days, and we'd really love to hear from you. All the feedback is welcome on our pages, even on YouTube, the Endless Possibilities YouTube channel. So yeah, this is me signing out.